Hey, beautiful people, and happy Wednesday. It is another wonderful day that the Lord has made. And when you think about it, God has spared our lives to see this last day of November. Even as we look till tomorrow, December 1st, God has brought us a long way. And that is something that we ought to give Him praise and thanks for. But today I just felt to leave this word with you. God has been working this word on my heart for the last 2 days. And it's this: God answers. Simply put, God answers. Often we get sidetracked in our processes of waiting on God. But He reminded me that He's a God that answers. You see, there's many people in other religions or groups and beliefs that have different belief systems. They're waiting on Buddha to do it. They're waiting on Confucius to do it. Some are waiting on people to get out of graves to work and do things for them. But we serve the living God. We serve the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the creator of the universe. He is Jehovah Bara. You see, our God is not limited in thought, in word, or in speech. He is not limited in His ability to perform or His ability to do. God's hand is not short, and His ears are not deaf. He hears, but not only does He hear, He answers. And that's what God reminded me of this week. He answers. Even as Elijah called down for God to not send rain, and then at the appointed time, he called for God to send the rain to prove to the people in the pagan land that God was God. And he got the name, the God who answers by fire. God hears and He answers. And even as I say this, God is so unique in what He does. Today at the hospital, I went to see a patient, and on my way there, I realized they were being discharged. So I said, okay, I'll just go to the person in the next room. And I came in and was a bit reserved at first because they were on the telephone speaking and I didn't want to disturb them. But once I introduced myself, they were more than happy to hang up the phone and speak with me. And we had a very deep time of conversation, and before I left, I had the opportunity to pray with her. And after the prayer, she continued speaking to me about her faith in God and her prayer life. And she said, you know, before you came in here, I kept praying and telling God that I needed some encouragement, that I needed strength. And she said, and God sent you. That's why you couldn't go anyplace else, because God sent you here. God answers prayers in unexpected ways. God used me to answer His daughter's prayer today. Obedience. God answers. Don't forget, whatever you go through this week, this month, even as it ends, in the rest of this year, remember, God answers prayer. There is nothing that is too hard or impossible for Him to do, for He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. God answers. Have a blessed week and be wonderful, be bold, and be all that God has created you to be. Be blessed.